And ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live here on Facebook. We're live on our main webinar console. Let me go ahead and turn my camera on so everyone can hear me. I mean, not hear me, see me. Everyone can see me. There we go. You guys should be able to see me now. All right. Awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ontarian Hawkins. Welcome to this time-sensitive webinar. Today, we're going to show you how to put some extra money in your pocket. If that sounds good to you, just drop me a number 7 below in the comment section, because we're going to show you something that is going to really make you excited, okay? And I have a special guest today. We're not going to bring him out right now, but I'm going to give you a little bit of introduction about me before we begin this, okay? So just a little nutshell about me. I've been in the home-based business industry for over 10 years. Long 10 years. It's been a long ride, ups and downs. But I tell you what, I had my breakthrough. Took me 5 years, by the way, to have my breakthrough. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is this. I had a lot of failures, lost a lot of money, got scammed, by the way. But that did not make me quit. That actually gave me motivation to keep going. So I knew early on in my career that I can actually see the end from the beginning. Even though it was going to take some time, even though it was going to take some heartache and pain, some long nights being up at night trying to figure this thing out, I knew that there was an end to the beginning, and I stuck in there. So I got my start in network marketing. That's where I started. I was a college student in my early 20s. One of the things that I wanted to figure out was if people were able to make money from home, how did they do it? Could they make money online? If so, how do you do it? So I went on a quest to learn exactly what they did. Came to find out that many people were making thousands of dollars per month leveraging their time. And that made a lot of sense to me as a college student. You know, we were taught something. I was taught, I know you were probably taught something different, go to school, get a job. But that didn't sit well with me as I was going through my college years. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to control my time. So I set out on this journey, and it led me to network marketing. I joined many companies. Okay, I joined a lot of companies. Made a little money here, made a little money there, but it didn't free me from the job system. Not until I found out about internet marketing. Came online in 2008 because I wanted to figure out one thing, okay, one thing, which was how do I attract business to me instead of me trying to chase it down. I got tired in MLM of trying to chase people down. I wanted people to come to me, okay? So 2008, came online, ran into a couple of mentors who taught me, first of all, how to think as an entrepreneur, because that is the number one barrier that is stopping you right now. If you're struggling, is your thought process. You got to learn to reprogram your mind before you can do the other things, before you can have that breakthrough. So I learned to reprogram my mind. I spent 2 years with them, and we read books, Think and Grow Rich, you name it, Science of Getting Rich. And I was baffled, like, why are we reading these books? I want to learn how to make money. I want to learn how to make money. And lo and behold, they were doing the right thing. They were doing the right thing. At the end of the mentorship, by the way, I did something very significant. I buried, literally, and I have pictures of this, I literally buried the words, I can't. You know, that word that can kill your dreams. I buried it back in January of 2009. It was actually my birthday, January 21st. I buried those words. And since then, when I buried those words, there was a switch that went off in my brain. That switch was that word and other negative words like I'm broke, or I can't, I don't know how to, or this is impossible. All those negative words disappeared. And when that happened, that's when my breakthrough happened, just like that. boom, it started coming left and right because I changed the way I thought. Okay. And my breakthrough came in 2012. I went full time as a marketer, entrepreneur in around that time and never looked back. Okay. So now fast forward into 2019, we're about to jump the broom now going into 2020. There are some things as entrepreneurs that, and when I come into the new year, there's some adjustments we have to make. Okay, we all have to make changes in order for our lives to go as smooth as possible, and especially if the previous year was not up to par like you wanted it to be. If the previous year was a lot of failures, which we're going to have some failures now, not saying you're not going to have them, but if the previous year didn't work out like it was supposed to, you got to make changes going into 2020. I'm talking to you entrepreneurs out there. I'm talking to those of you who want to excel in 2020 financially. So what we're doing is we're going to bring you education. We're going to bring you strategies. We're going to bring you tools that's going to make your life easier. Okay? And today we're going to show you, this is just one of the components inside of the wealth building plan. Okay? Remember, the key word here is wealth building. We're not talking about just making money. We're talking about building a legacy for years and years to come. All right? So today we're going to show you some things that is going to put money immediately in your pocket while boosting, credit scores. And then we're going to talk about other things along those lines. So that is my introduction. I want to bring on my guest, my partner in crime, Jeff, who is on, as you can see him right here. I love that shirt, by the way, Jeff. Activate your, what does it say, Jeff? Activate your what? I like that shirt, man. I'd like to bring on my special guest, Jeff. He is going to break down what we can do for you. Activate your hustle. Love it. Man, I need that shirt, bro. I need that shirt. So Jeff, if you're there, brother, come on out. Let people know who you are, where you're from, a little bit about your story, and we can get right into it, man. Let people know what we're going to be doing for them, especially going into the new year.
All right, man. Thank you so much, Ontarian. I appreciate you bringing me out, man. And yes, activate your hustle, delete your fears.
Love it.
That's what we're working on, right? So thank you for having me on again, Ontarian. I really appreciate you. You're a wealth of knowledge, as well as a man that's been impacting lives for many years now. I'm just honored to be working with you as we bring people to this wealth flow that we got going on. Okay. So my name is Jeff Trills. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. And ever since the age of 10, I was an entrepreneur. Actually, before then, I was a little before 10, I was really an entrepreneur. Back in the day, we grew up on food stamps. I don't know if you guys remember the food stamps that actually had the paper. The dollar was brown and the $10 was green. So, as a young entrepreneur, I would want to go ahead and sell candy to my friends in school. So I would take my mom's food stamp book and sell and go to the store and buy candy and sell it. And then I went to doing a newspaper route. I got my butt whooping though from taking my mom's stuff without letting them know. But I just had this passion in me, right? And so from there, I was doing newspapers at 10 years old. And then I realized when I got to 11th grade in high school, I realized that the education that they were teaching me didn't apply to what I wanted to do in life. So I literally discontinued from the knowledge that school chose to teach me. And I started to seek out knowledge from people that actually was going to teach me what I want to learn in life, right? Fast forward, went into the music industry, had success in there, had my own clothing company. But this network marketing thing was always in me because at the age of 18, I was exposed to it. And I said, where can I go to where I can put anybody in position to win, no matter what I've got going on? And so this even though going through the ranks in music industry and doing all that cool stuff, having my own clothing line and stuff like that, I can only employ about so many people. Even when I had my store, I couldn't employ thousands and thousands of people. I only can employ a certain amount. I look at a lot of documentaries and stuff like that about billionaires, and even billionaires. They glorify the fact that this billionaire is able to employ 62,000 people at all his companies. And I'm like, 62,000? We could put so many people in position way beyond 62,000 people. And that's why I love the network marketing industry. That's why it never left me. It's always in me. And the cool thing about what you're about to learn today is something that I was never taught. And a lot of us were never taught, right? How to win the money game. Let me ask you a question. Some people know how to play spades, checkers, chess, whatever board game you play, Goldfish, I Declare War, right? We all know how to play those games, right? Now, before you could play those games, you had to know what the rules of the game was, right? And once you know the rules of the game, somebody had to teach you how to play the game. And then once you know how to play the game, now you're going to play the game to win. And as you play it more, you get really good at winning. And so what I realized was no one taught us the money game, right? We all playing the money game. We don't know the rules of the wealthy. We don't know how they play it. So there's no way we can get wealthy. We've been tricked. And the cool thing about this program is that we're now exposed to how the wealthy operate, how they move, and how they game, and how they play, and what the rules of the wealthy game is. And we're going to talk about that today. And so I'm super excited about that. What I want to do is I want to share my screen, kind of show y'all the blueprint of what. Now, if people are on the phone, they can't see it. That's okay. I know you're recording it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got it recorded, man.
Awesome. So what I want to do is I want to share my screen as we go over this one sheet that talks about how to win the money game, but also what are the challenges that's keeping you from winning the money game. Okay, because once your income grows and your score increases, now what happens? You get access to what? Lessen your debt. Okay, we lessen our debt because when your interest go when your score goes up, you get less interest rate. Okay, and then we're going to show you how to do so many different things. So, like I said, I'm gonna give you an example. I've been driving Uber and Lyft for 4 years, right? In my adult life, after I left the music industry, I came to Atlanta. I've been driving Uber since I got to Atlanta about 4 or 5 years ago. All right, 4 years I was driving Uber and Lyft, busting my butt to make $100 a day, 12-hour days. Okay, and when it came time to rent, I wouldn't even go home. I would go in the car, do Uber, sleep in QT, which is a gas station out here in Atlanta, and wake up early enough so I can get all the early rides just to make quota to pay my bills. Wow. And that was the cycle over and over and over again, right? So you get happy, oh, it's an Uber drive. I don't have to work for nobody, but you're still trading time for dollars. Right. And that right there was stressful for me. So 4 years doing that, never getting above the bills, right? Never getting to breathe above the bills, think about the bills. I was just working for bills. And then I had 2 weeks to kind of like enjoy the little money I had and then go back to work harder to pay the bills again, right? And so 1 year with this program, I now have created new options for me, right? Wealth is about creating options. I have the option to work Uber and Lyft now or the option not to, right? So in a year, I was able to transform my life to where I have new options and I'm no longer living to work and pay bills. I make more money now that I can now think above the bills because the bills are no longer flooding me with my money. Now I have more cash flow. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show y'all in real life how this thing works.
That's powerful, man. Before you start, Jeff,
yes, sir.
I want to ask the audience, and this is on talking to Facebook, guys. If you're ready to learn and see the money game, and you're ready to learn how to win this money game, just drop a comment. Drop money game in the comments. Jeff, you said you were working for the bills. Now, pretty much the bills serve you now.
Pretty much. No, I'll give you one better. The company is paying for the bills now. Now my company pays my rent. My company pays my car notes. And that's what it's all about, man. So that the money that you make on your job, you can do whatever you want to do with that money because it's not coming from trading time for dollars. Now that's your investor, right? Your job is your investor. Okay. And we're going to talk about a whole lot. I'm so excited about what you guys are about to receive because I wish somebody would have told me this when I was 29. Now I'm 39, right? So, yeah, man, I'm super excited about this, man.
Education is power. Education will set a lot of people free when implemented. So, guys, take notes. I'm telling you right now, this right here, time-sensitive information, this is going to set you free. One of the components going into 2020, guaranteed.
So if you're ready, let me know if you're ready. I can start showing y'all this magic wealth transfer.
Let's make it happen, man. We ready.
All right.
Got the money game.
Oh, your money game.
Money game.
I'm about to watch part of this since you got it on your Facebook.
All right.
All right, cool.
Check on Facebook to see who's commenting.
Yes, sir. There we go. There we go. All right. We even got some people in the chat saying they ready. Okay, Charles, you ready? All right now. So we're going to do something that's very simple, man. This thing is super simple. And you know, success live in simplicity. See, we think that earning money beyond the bills is something hard because we don't work for the bills for 10, 20, 30 years. That when it comes time for wealth, we think we'll never achieve it because the work we put in right now is barely killing us. I have a woman right now that said, Christmas time, I don't even see my kids. I work so much. So she's not even thinking about Christmas because she works so much that she can't even see her kids on a regular basis. And she's working on Christmas. So she had made the shift, and now we're going to help her shift from working hard to working hard smartly.
That's it.
So let's go ahead and do this screen share real quick, bro. All right. Let me know if you can see my screen, champ.
It's coming up. Yes, sir. I see it now.
Awesome, awesome. So this is what we call an interactive sheet, okay? And so what I like to do at my events, I like to be interactive with the people so that, you know, you guys can write down and engage this. So you can write down and follow along with this. Don't worry, I'll be showing you guys the answer on this live as well. But this is what we call the MWR Financial's countdown to financial freedom. All right, this is the countdown to financial freedom. All right, and in order to do that, you got to understand a couple of things. The first thing you got to understand that you have 4 financial challenges that is keeping you away from your 2 objectives. Okay, so as you see, it says MWR is a blank space. That is financial. That in that blank space is countdown to financial freedom. And then when it says your blank financial challenges, it's number 4 there. So your 4 financial challenges. Okay, and we're going to show you here. All right. So boom. So let's go over the 4 financial challenges that's keeping you from your, you know, living the lifestyle of your dreams, living above the bills. Okay. So the first challenge that we have that's going on right now is called inflation. Okay. Inflation. So we say inflation. If you don't understand, inflation is what's taking money out your pocket. You know, let me ask you a question. If a farmer needs to, any business owner can raise their prices of their business at any given moment, right? But you have to work in your 9 to 5, you can't raise your paycheck at any moment. So you're fighting against inflation because if a business raises their prices and your income doesn't raise, you're already under the gun. All right. Now, with inflation, here's how you can see what inflation looks like in real life. When we go to the gas station, right, we have 2 numbers on the gas pump, right? The top number and the bottom number. Now, the top number is what we see our dollars. You know, back in the days, who remember, type in the chat or somewhere, who remember 99 cents a gallon back in the days?
Right here.
Oh, right here, right? Remember 99 cents. I'm like, oh, 99 cents, let's get it. Oh, yeah. You can drive on a, you know, you can drive on a tank of $20 worth of gas. You can last you a whole week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on, you know, how often you drive. Nowadays, $20 worth of gas is like, they call like, what's going on with that? Right? You better put some more in there, you know? So, yes, because that's what inflation looks like. Not the fact that they got better gas over the years. We got top tier gas now than we had back in the days. Matter of fact, back in the days, things was not as effective and efficient as it is now. So if we got smarter on how to pump better gas, how to pull more gas out the ground, you know, transfer it, all those different things. Why does it cost us more to do something that is much more easy to do? It's much more easier to do nowadays, right? But if you look at the pump now, it's $2.30. Well, I'm in Atlanta, it's $2.30 something. In New York, where I'm from, it's probably like $3, $4. Okay, so now on the top, you see your dollars going like this: tick, 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 right? But the gallons on the bottom is going like this: tick, 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 tick. You like, come on, 2 gallons? That's what you're gonna give me for $20, right? So this is what inflation looks like in real life. So if you can't increase your paycheck, but business can increase theirs, then you're already under the gun. Does that make sense? That's what we call the silent income killer, right on the bottom, the silent income killer, okay? And like I said, that's basically what it's about. Business owners are raising their price, but you can't raise your income, so you're fighting against inflation. You have nothing to fight against inflation, okay? The second challenge you're gonna have, financial challenge you're having, is your taxes. That's number 2, taxes. All right, number 2 is taxes. We call it the Chainsaw Massacre, okay? We call it the Chainsaw Massacre. Here's why. Because 1/3 of your income goes to paying taxes. That, let me get sure how it really look like in real life. We about to go into the new year, 2020, right? January, February, March, and April is going to the government. So those 4 months you're working, that's not your money. That's the government's money. And guess what? This is how the government operates if you don't know. If you're a W-2 worker and you do not own and operate a home-based business, you're paying the most in taxes. You see, W-2, 1099, those are all tax codes to let the government know which tax bracket you're in. Here's how the government works. They say, listen, business owner, since you're a business owner, we want to keep you in business, so we're not going to tax you that much money. You can go spend the money and then you pay us back. But we'll get our money from the W-2 workers that you hire. You want to understand how this game is played? This is how it's played. It's called capitalism. So now, if you're a W-2 worker and you have no business, then you are paying the most in taxes and you are waiting for the tax return. But guess what? That's not how this works. You paying the government your money for the first 4 months of the year. The government got your money. And they are making money off your money interest-free. You ain't charge them interest to lend your money out to you, but you get happy when we get a tax refund. Guess what? Key word, it's so crazy they tell you exactly what they're doing with your money. They're taking it, investing it, and they're going to refund it back to you. Wow. And you're excited about a refund. And then you don't get your whole money back because they're going to tax you on the refund. And you're going to pay a fee for somebody to do it faster because you can't afford to pay the bills now because they took the money from you in the first 4 months of the year. Oh, but wait, it gets worse. So to understand that, your large expenses, your income, you cannot keep up with your income because the inflation's going up and the government's taking four months of payment out your paycheck. Not even including sales tax, property tax, income tax, if you own a mortgage, land tax, that's on top of the tax they took out from your check. Guys, how can we ever get above the bills if we're getting our money taken from us from day one and then we're getting taxed on the money that was already taxed from us already? You see, the biggest and scariest bill you could ever pay is the bill you don't know you're paying.
Wow.
I'm gonna say that again. The biggest and scariest bill you can ever pay is the one you don't know you're paying. They got so good with it, they said, instead of who remember getting Paycheck with a pay stub so you can see exactly what's coming out your check. Type of 2, if you remember that. Now type of 3, if they give you direct deposit, where you don't even see what's coming out your check anymore.
Most people get direct deposit. I know I did.
Oh. And so they want to take the pain of taking money out of you and take it out of your eyesight because they believe out of sight, out of mind. So that's challenge number 1, inflation. Challenge number 2, taxes. Here's challenge number 3, debt. Let me show y'all. Debt. We call that the family curse because taxes come out of the first 4 months of the year. Now you're going to lose your second. Here's the second third. Here's your second 1/3. So the first one, you lose your first 1/3. That's 1/3 right there. 1/3. And then number 3, you lose your second 1/3 to debt. All right. So that means for the first 4 months of the year, taxes got you. For the second 4 months of the year, debt has you. Because here's what happens. Since you can't afford your bills no more because inflation went up, they're taking too much tax out your check, and now you got to go do what? Get a payday loan. Take out these loans to pay bills that you already had the money for, but you gave it to the government for free. So now interest is going up on that. So you get this payment loan, but you're paying on interest. And sometimes, I remember I got a car when I was when my credit was bad and my income was low, I had to get a Title Max loan. My interest on that loan was $400 a month.
Wow.
Do you know companies like that can legally charge up to 67% interest rate on what you take out? But we have to do it. Why? Because we got to pay the bills. We still got to pay the bills. We got to handle certain things that's important, but we don't have enough money in it. And we think we're going to work 2 and 3 jobs to get that money back. No, you just gave the money. You just gave the government 3 more ways to take out taxes out your check. So you're still struggling with 2 jobs and a side hustle. This is what that's the 3rd challenge. Here's the 4th challenge, y'all. Okay, so now that you know that the government's taking our money out, you're getting inflation, the government's taking money out your check, and they're kicking you in the knees, and debt's kicking you in the stomach. Big banks is kicking you in the stomach. All right. And here's the 4th challenge that you don't know you're even facing right now. It's called big business. We call that the money trap. That's where you lose your third 1/3. So you out of 12 months, you only get to keep 4 months of payment. The 3, oh my gosh, you only get 1/4 of payment to yourself. The other 3 going to the taxes, to the debt, and to the big businesses. Now you're saying, who big business you talking about, Jeff? Here's the big business. We're in it right now. We just came out of what? Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving is a holiday, but the businesses created 3 more holidays around Thanksgiving. Brown Thursday, Black Friday, and then Cyber Monday.
Man, they killing it. They
killing them. All right. Now we out of that holiday. Guess what? You think you're gonna save more? What we got? Christmas. Big business is killing us and getting us on Christmas. Here's the deal. It's not a deal because it's all profit for them. You remember, they make more money because what they selling, they got crazy markup. So they can call it a deal, and you think you're getting a deal or steal, but they're still making profit. Major profit at that. Okay. So these big box stores got Christmas here for you. Now we all out there trying to, give our families show our families our appreciation every year. When I show appreciation because now I worked and built up the nest egg, and my investments can now show appreciation for my family members, right? Short-term sacrifice for long-term gain. So now you got through Christmas. I'm no Scrooge now. I love Christmas. I love being around my family and having a great time, right? And just giving a gift. But now I don't have to wait to give a gift. I can give a gift when I want to give a gift. Does it make sense? Makes dollars. So now, okay, we have Christmas, and then in the same month, we got Christmas, then we got what? New Year's Eve. After we got the kids out there stuff, we want to pop bottles, celebrate champagne, boom, 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 go on excursions. No problem. But once again, big business is designed for that. While you spending, they're making huge money off of your stressful year, working hard and barely making enough money to pay the bills. Then we go into what? New Year's. February, we got what? Valentine's Day. Don't get your loved one something. Somebody's gonna get them something. All right. When we got March, what we got?
St. Patrick's.
We got another day. So we have in March we got spring break.
Mm-hmm.
April we got Easter. May we got Mother's Day. June we got Father's Day. July we got 4th of July. August we got what? Back to school. September we got Labor Day. Or what is that? Labor Day. September, October we back in Halloween. Halloween is the biggest. It makes billions of dollars. After October, we were back where? In November. Turkey Day, Brown Thursday, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and we're back again with Christmas. So every single month, big business created some kind of holiday to get the money out of your pocket. That's not even including anniversaries, birthdays, it's not including graduations, it's not including none of that stuff. So how do we expect to make money and live above the bills if we always got these different things that's taking money out of our pocket? Until now. You see right down here? your 3 financial solutions, aka incomes. Okay, this is the 3 financial solutions that we came up with. All right. Here's the 3 financial solutions. So I'm gonna go here so y'all can see this. Where we at? We have 3 financial solutions. Is 1, cash flow. All right, cash flow management. You see, as a W-2 worker, if all you are a W-2 worker, you are what? Taxed at 28% to 33%. Taxed. All right. Your tax bracket is 28 to 33%. Okay. If you just have a job and no business. So here's how it works for you. You work, you get taxed, and then you spend. You see, you can generate income. Everybody can make income. But do you have cash flow? Let me give you an example. If you make $6,000 a month, but you spend $5,000 a month, you made a lot of income, but your cash flow is very, very small. So if you made $1 million a year, everybody would say that's a great income, right? Who would think $1 million a year is a phenomenal income that you can generate? Type of 5 in the chat box if you think $1 million is a great financial achievement, right? Oh yeah, me too. But now, if you spend $2 million, because that's what we do, we spend more than we earn. You spend $2 million because now you're in the higher bracket. You feel like you can afford stuff. People treat you different. You spend $2 million, your cash flow is only going to last you 6 months. Now, the same person that makes $80,000 a year but only spends $40,000 a year, their cash flow is going to last them 2 years. They make 80 but only spent 40,000 out of that 80 in a year. Their cash flow is bigger than the person that earns $1 million. You see, it's not about how much you make; it's how much you cash flow that matters. And this is how we're going to show you how to do that. We're going to show you the cash flow by simply doing what? Show you how to minimize your taxes, minimize your debt, increase your increase your credit scores, and then minimize expenses. So here's how it happens in real life. I'm gonna live an example of how this works. So I'm gonna give you an example. When I was driving Uber, I got into an accident. I ran over a truck park, and I had to get a new car. So that's why I got that Title Max loan to get that crazy car. It was too expensive, so I had to get rid of that. I let them have that car, and I went searching for a car so I can drive Uber with. Now, mind you, my income was super low. My credit score was, oh my gosh, it was a 440, 444. I thought I had a Jay-Z album. That's how low that thing was. Okay. I was like, what is this, 444? Come on, Jay-Z, what we doing? Right? So I had a 444 credit score, trying to get a car. Nobody would have given me approval for a loan. I went to this rinky-dink car spot, and thankfully enough, they said somebody approved you for the car, but you got to put down $1,700. Mind you, I didn't even have $1,700, but I had to figure it out. So I put the $1,700 and they gave me the loan for the car at 21% interest rate though. Okay, I couldn't turn it down. I had no options. Now, fast forward 1 year later, and the little commercials, 1 year later, 1 year, man, listen, 4 years driving Uber and Lyft, 1 year later doing this program, okay? I'm collecting a guaranteed income, and I'm collecting these luxury car bonuses. I've been collecting them for 6 months before I decided to go get my S550 Mercedes-Benz. I call it Winter Wisdom, all right? Here's what happens now. My income's up. My credit score is up. So what happens? My interest is going to go down. Here's how it happens. So now I go to my bank. They approve me for the loan. That thing was rapid speed. I was like, they said, oh yeah, you got approved. You're good. Come pick up your check. Pick up the check. I go to the dealership. Boom. Now, the car that I bought is very, expensive car, whatever. But the interest on my loan was 4.28%. What? 21% to 4.28%, all because of what? My income and my credit score. I want you to understand something. Just because you get your credit score at a high level doesn't mean you get approved for the loan you're looking for. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. They look at something called the ability to pay back the loan. Okay. So they looked at my income, great, check, cash flow is great, cool. Credit score is great, instantly approved, 4.28%. Because all credit score does, it determines the lender how much of an interest rate they're going to give you or charge you. Okay. So now that I got this 4.28% on this loan, and of course the income is up. Now, mind you, the company is paying for both cars now. I didn't get rid of Big Bertha, which is my van. I call her Big Bertha. I didn't get rid of her. I actually kept her because they're trying to give me pennies for her. I said, no. Big Bertha's staying with me. Right? So because of that, I had to go get my car insured. Do you know, and you probably do, but I'm excited, for both cars, for that one car I had, I was paying $198 in insurance. For both cars, I only paid $241 for both cars to be insured, fully coverage. So with 2 cars and insurance, I still have money left over in my luxury car bonus to do whatever I want with. Do you understand that? The company paying for my luxury car and my regular car, and I have money left over to do whatever I want to do with that money. Crazy, guys. This is the difference. This is the difference when you start to go and move into the second column, which is right here. So that's how we're going to show you how to minimize your taxes, minimize your debt, increase your credit score, and minimize your expenses. Because now that's how we're going to help you cash flow. So now we're going to move into the second column, which is big. This is the second financial solution. So the first financial solution is cash flow. We're going to teach you how to cash flow. And then the second one, we're going to teach you how to have business income. Okay? Now, when you look at this business income, as a 1099er, so if you have a W-2 job and you are now a home-based business owner, you are in a 1099 tax bracket. So in this tax bracket, you're now taxed at 18% to 23%. Okay? 18 to 23%. Sorry, y'all. All right. They don't know I'm on a live, Ontarian. They don't know I'm on a live. So, all right, check it out. Sorry about that, guys. So right now, because you just now opened a business, you move to a new tax bracket. That means the more money you get to save instead of give to the government. We're going to help you get your money back from the government with cash flow. We're going to show you how to shift your money back from the government back to its original owner, which is you. We're going to show you how to shift the money back from the original owner, which is you. So you ain't got to pay out that much money to the government no more. All right. Now, 18 to 23% taxed. All right. That's where you at when you add a business to your W-2 job. Okay. So this is how it works for tax for 1099ers. The businesses work. So your business works. Your business spends. Then your business is taxed. Okay. This is how powerful this is, guys. So I'm gonna give you an example. As a W-2 worker, right? You made $100,000 a year, right? So you made $100,000 for the year. Because you're taxed at 28 to 33%, let's go down the middle, 30%. You work your hard, sweat equity, and you made $100,000, but the government took $30,000. Is that fair? You work for it, why you can't keep it? But when you go ahead and you get a business and say you partner with us in this business, you now move from this tax bracket to this tax bracket, and now that same $100,000 that you made, it's anywhere between 18 and 23%. Let's go down the middle and just say 20%. You now only got to pay the government $20,000 for your business working, your business is spending, and your business is taxed. So you say you added an extra $10,000 back into your income. Okay? And it's with this company. So let me talk about this company real quick. MWR Financial. This is how we show you how to get our business income up. Okay. So while you're working and you're working hard to pay the bills, let's show you a way to get extra income back in your pocket to help meet with the inflation, meet with the taxes being reduced now. All right. So with this company, we allow you to invest with us. All right, to get started with MWR Financial, it's only going to cost you $499. Now, if I can show you how to get $500 back in your paycheck anywhere from $300 to $600 back in your paycheck every month, and show you how to earn an extra $500 a month every month with $499, who would do $499 every to get started one time $499? Type of 3, if I was able to get you anywhere from $300 to $600 back in your existing paycheck, while showing you how to make an extra $500 a month every month, who would pay $4.99 to get started with that, to get access to that? Well, here's the cool thing. It's not $4.99 to get started. All right. It's only $228 to invest, to get access to the experts. We have experts that will show you actually how to get your cash flow back. The expert is actually going to put the money back in your pocket. So here's how it works. Once you get started with us for $228, you get access to experts that's been around for 30 years plus. This is what they do all day. Okay. What they're going to do is you're going to send your last 2 pay stubs and your last year tax return, and they're going to readjust your W-4 form for you, put it back in your portal, and all you have to do is download it and submit it into your employment. And in your next pay period, you will see the increase in your paycheck on your next pay period. Okay. And this membership covers both you and your spouse. So if you work somewhere, we can help you get an instant pay raise back on your job. If your husband or wife works somewhere, we can help them get their money back on their job for the same price. All right. Crazy. So if I was able to help you get $300 back in your paycheck every month and your spouse $300 back on their paycheck, that's an extra $600 coming back into the household, an extra $7,200 a year back in the household for an investment of $228 one time and $119 a month. Okay. Now you're gonna say $119 a month. Well, like I said, if I help you get $300 back, what's $119? This strategy help you increase your take-home pay while covering the cost of doing business, which puts you in a new tax bracket of 18 to 23%, guys. I got people that joined this just for the tax break, okay? Just to be in this tax bracket. All right. Now, here's how powerful this thing is. When you join us in this company, we have something called the momentum bonus, right? Momentum bonus saying, 3 people that want to increase their take-home pay, increase their credit, eliminate their debts, and then have their money growing for them. When they join, when 3 of those people join, the company going to give you an extra bonus of $150. All right. So we can make anywhere from $150 to $900. All right. So that means momentum bonus, you help those 3 get in, you get $150 plus the money that you actually made from each sign up. So you get $50 off of each person that signs up, and you get the $150 bonus. So here's this. And your helping 3 people get access to this membership, you done got your initial investment back, and you're in profit for 3 people. I don't care if it took you a year. You in a new tax bracket, that means you get to save more money on your paycheck. You also get an instant, you get your investment back, and you're in profit, because that means anything from that point on is all profit. Now, let's look at this. So A is our momentum bonus. $150 for 3 people. You help those 3 people get their 3 people, you get an extra $450 on top of the money you made. And when those 3 people get their 3 people, you're going to get an extra $900. And this is called 30, 60, 90 days. We try to get that done within 90 days. So you got to unlock those 3 levels. Okay. So that means when it breaks down, that's $1,500 that we gave you on top of the money that you're making here, on top of the money you're making at your job. That's $500 a month additional. Do you know the studies show that people that went bankrupt, if they had an extra $500 in their household a month, they would have never went bankrupt. $500 that they didn't have brought them into bankruptcy, guys. And we show you how to have that happen every single month here. Okay. Now we have the second. These are 3 ways. These are 4 ways that we get paid residually, guys. Okay. So momentum bonus, you get that one time as a momentum. Now the second one, with 12 qualified financial directors, that equals $600 a month in guaranteed income. When they told me guaranteed income, I said, guaranteed income? What are you talking about? Here's what we mean here. The company says, once you got 12 qualified financial directors, whether you bring them in or they're in between your people that brought them in, we're going to give you a guarantee of $600. Meaning, if next month, for some reason, you went on vacation, you had an illness, you had a death in the family, you just couldn't work the business, right? And all we're doing to work the business is putting people on this call like Ontarian is doing with you guys, right? If you don't make $600 for the month of January, on the 10th, the company's going to say, all right, let's look in your back office. Okay, they didn't do anything this month, but they qualify. We're going to go ahead and pay them $600 because we guarantee they'll make no less than $600 once they gave us 12 people as qualified. Say you only made $150 that month. The company going to look at it and say, okay, $150, we own $450. They're going to drop the $450 in there to make sure that you made no less than $600 a month. Guys and gals, when this happened to me, it blew my mind because the question I asked that made me go really serious with this thing, I said, what am I doing right now that if I don't make it, the company's going to pay it? I said, what am I doing right now that if I don't make it, the company's going to pay it? And when I look around, I said, nothing. If I don't work Uber, I don't get paid. If I do 20 hours of Uber, I get paid for 20 hours. I don't get paid for 40. Imagine your job said, since you hit the 10-year mark with us, you unlock guaranteed income with us. Meaning, if you will always get paid for 40 hours a week, whether you work it or not, okay? Now, if you only work 20 hours a week and the company paid you for 40, who wouldn't want access to that? Who wouldn't want that happening for them in their life? Well, that's what we get to do here. And it doesn't take you 10 years to do it. We got the blueprint. That's exactly what we're doing here. Okay, so that's the daily pay. This daily pay goes from 150. I'm sorry. I'm jumping too fast because I'm excited about this. So like I said, that's part of daily pay, $600 for 12 people. Now, see, we got something called daily pay, where we earn $5 all the way up to $1,000 a day. Now, some people's like, $5 a day. Let me ask you a question. If you walk out your house and $5 lay on the ground, you wouldn't pick it up? Second day, you come out your house, there's $5 on the ground. You won't pick that up? Next day, $5 on the ground. You won't pick it up? 12 days later, you're going to go out there looking for the $5. Like, where the $5 at? This is how powerful this daily guaranteed is, y'all. $5 a day, that's $150 a month. That covers the cost of your business. Your 119 covers the cost of that.
I'm picking it up every day, Jeff. I'm picking that $5 up every single day, brother.
I'm trying to tell you. And so people, I'm saying this thing is so powerful because that's like me picking up $5 every day, y'all.
Every day.
And here's the cool thing about it. I'm at $100 a day right now, y'all. When I went to $100 a day, I started looking at Uber and Lyft a little different. My options became real because I went to work 12-hour days to make $100 a day. Now, when I wake up, it's already there. This is what I'm saying. Now I've created options. Once I hit the $100 day mark and one way of pay, I literally was like, you know what? I can choose to go Uber or not if I don't feel like it. Because at this point, my bills are covered and I have more money left over after my bills. So that's the one. So we in that one way of pay, guys, we get paid 10 ways. I'm just going over 4 right now. We get paid 10 ways. I'm just going over 4. Okay. In this one way of pay right here, we make anywhere from $150,000 to $30,000 a month. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds like whatever, because we're so used to working so hard for pennies. We're so used to working hard as heck for pennies. But this is real. This is happening whether you believe it or not. Okay. So now the second way, or the third way, shall I say? Now this is, when I say these are residual ways right here. Residual 1, residual 2, residual 3. Okay. So residual 1 was the $5 daily pay. Residual 2 is the luxury vehicle bonus. All right. We got 3 levels: $500, $1,250, $3,000. Myself, I'm at the $1,250 level. Okay. Mind you, it's all happening within a year. Okay. $1,250 every month for my car. My car, both my car and insurance don't cost $1,250 a month, guys. I'm telling you that right now. See, we show you how to live a luxury lifestyle without breaking the bank. Okay. We show you how to live a luxury lifestyle without breaking the bank. That's the key. We don't want you to live a luxury lifestyle and you can't afford the lifestyle that you're living. That's not healthy. That's not the wealthy way. Okay. So $1,250, I've been getting that $1,250 for 6 months before I even decide to go buy the car. Okay. Because I want to make sure this thing real. They paying for real every month? Wait a minute. It's It's happening. So I went ahead and purchased it. All right. So we make anywhere from $500, $1,250, or $3,000 a month. That's outside of this money right here. It has nothing to do with this money. This is residual. This is our second residual. Okay. And I'm real close at the $3,000. $3,000 a month can change a zip code. Shoot, $1,250 can change the zip code. Okay. But now I can pay for the mortgage and the car note with the $3,000. Okay. For some people, it may not, but we got more money to share with you. And our third way of residual income is called our presidential bonus. Now, like I said, I've been doing a lot of businesses. I've been working a lot of jobs. And when I say this thing right here is crazy, they start you off at $500 in presidential bonus. Okay, for doing the same thing that got you here. Okay, same thing that got you here. It's the same work. They're just giving you more money for doing the same work. Imagine doing the same work at your job and the company just gives you more money for doing the same work instead of trying to figure out how to take down your pay and pay more of the investors. Reduce your income, but pay the investors more money. That's how it works. Because right now, to your job, you're a liability. Money's coming out of their pockets to pay you. They're trying to figure out how to be more in profit instead of losing money to the employees. That's why everybody's trying to figure out an automated way to get the job done. They'll pay for robots and self-driving trucks to remove their liability. This is when you got to wake up.
All right, man. You struck a nerve. You struck a nerve with that one, bro. And I've been talking about this, I don't know how long, bro. Robots is taking over jobs. And folks, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be even more in 2020. So we bringing you the golden nuggets for you to make a shift right now, because I'm telling you right now, guys, your job is not promised. They are figuring out a way, like Jeff said. How can we save more money? Well, our employees are a liability. Well, we're going to have to lay some people off because we want to keep more profit. We want to make these machines to keep more profit. Guys, you got to wake up in 2020, okay? That's all I got, Jeff. Go ahead, man. I have to say that, bro.
And now you good, my brother. That's what we got 20 vision on right now. We put our 2020 vision shades on right now because this is happening whether you believe it or not. You see it around you, but you think it's not going to affect you. When I seen they automated bank tellers and made it a computer, I said, oh no, it's over. It's over. So they're doing that with Uber. They're getting ready to have, cars driving itself. You like, oh, I'm not going to get in that. I'm going to get with a person. As time goes on and it proves that it's safe, you'll be driving in a computer-driven Uber. And so I had to prepare myself for that. And that's why I love this industry, because nothing moves here unless a transaction happens with a human being here in the network marketing space. Understand that. We're not getting rid of humans. We're inviting humans to get a part of this system, this transfer of wealth. Okay? So because you're a liability to your job, they're working on a way to take you out of the business and replace you with something that's more cost effective, which is robots. Okay? The only cost they're going to have is for repairs here and there. But we're showing you the blueprint of what you can do to get your money back from the government, increase your income, increase your credit, eliminate debts, and then show you how to take this money from the business income and show you how to throw it into the next column that I'm speaking about. So presidential, we get paid $500 a month all the way up to $100,000 a month. And that's not including the $3,000. That's separate from the $3,000, and that's separate from the $30,000. Okay? This is happening in real life. And the company only had about 5,000 active reps. There's only 8 people at my level. I'm an executive district director. There's 2 levels before the top level, and I'm at the third from the top. And there's only 8 of us here. Okay? When it comes to this daily guarantee, there's nobody at the halfway point of $500 a day yet. Just to give you an idea of where we are and how blessed and honest you should be to be on this call or this Zoom right now with Ontarian. I'll be like, yo, I'll be throwing my credit card at Ontarian, like, let me make this my Christmas present to myself. Let me make this business my Christmas present to myself. You owe it to yourself to invest in yourself, because all the presents and toys that you're doing, that's a cost, meaning you're spending money without the opportunity to make money back from what you just spent. This is not a cost. This is what you call an investment. Meaning an investment is simply this. You invest money into something with the opportunity to make something bigger back from it. That's why they call it real estate investment. This is called a business investment. Okay? Make this the gift you give yourself and your loved ones, because this is going to build your wealth. All right? So as we help you get cash flow by letting the experts go ahead and adjust your W4 form for you the correct way, because no one was ever taught how to adjust their W4 form, was we? No one. So we're playing the money game to lose because no one taught us the rules of the game until now. Let the experts adjust your W-2 form correctly to give you more money back in your pocket instead of the government pocket. And then we're going, as we shift that over to the next column, we take this business income now that we're making this $600 a month, and we take some of that and we throw it into our investments. Okay, we have something called Wealth Max here, where your private, it's called the private reserve account. This is what the wealthy been doing for years. Okay, I know you guys heard Warren Buffett saying, rule number 1, don't lose money. Rule number 2, don't lose money. They really don't lose money, and here's why. Something called the private reserve account. The private reserve account, the money you put in your PRA, it makes money off the S&P 500. So all those who have who have a 401k, and they're talking about we match you dollar for dollar, let me show you what the trick on that is. With a 401k, right? So we got PRA and we got a 401k, right? Now, when the stock drops, what happens to your 401k? It drops as well. When the stock drops with a private reserve account, what happens with the private reserve account? Nothing. You just don't make no money, but you don't drop anywhere. Okay? Now, when the stock goes back up, guess what happens? They both go back up, but this 401k can never catch up to the PRA, because no matter what, all PRA does is go up when the stock go up. But a 401k can drop and go up and drop again based on the stock. Do you understand? So now that you understand that your 401k is not designed to benefit you, you can leverage your 401k in your private reserve account, and your money in your private reserve account will be growing anywhere from 4 to 13% annually. Let me tell you how powerful the private reserve accounts are. Because Harley Davidson, when they pay out their big bonuses to their big executives, they don't pay it out of their profits. They pay it out of the interest that they accrued off the PRA. They never touch the principal. They only eat off the interest. And they pay big bonuses from the interest of the PRA to their big execs. I'll give you another example. One of our Wealth Max strategists, that Wealth Max strategists, they actually help us. They do it for us. So there's another gentleman who have enough money staked in his PRA and the interest, he's now became a lender. You know how they say, I am the lender, not the borrower? This is how we get to be the lender and not the borrower. Because now I can literally buy a house through my private reserve account. Say the house is $100,000 and I saved $100,000 over 5 years, right? I can take the $100,000 from that PRA, go buy the house, and in my PRA, it still says $100,000 that I'm making interest off of. So next month, when the interest comes in, I'm making interest off $100,000, not $1,000. Do you understand what I'm saying to you guys? This is how powerful this private reserve account. Same thing with a car. You want to buy a car and you save $20,000 in your private reserve account, take the $20,000 out, go buy the car. The PRA is going to create a car note for you, and you're paying back the car note to your PRA, but the $20,000 is still showing as if it's still there, growing interest up to $20,000 plus the payments you're making back to yourself. Those are all going, again, interest bearing. I'm telling you guys, this is what the wealthy has been doing, and now you have access to do the same thing, not just for you, but for your grandchildren and your children's children. You know, the wealthy, they have kids, they got the PRA for them, and by the time they're age 16, they got $100,000 plus in their PRA that they can use to start their life. That's what's been going on for generations. Now you can do for your children, your grandchildren, and so many people that you may not even know about yet. Okay. On top of the PRA, we have something called land banking, where you can actually purchase land in the path of growth for 20 to 40% below the market value. So let me give you an example. In California, we have acquired land in California for $40,000, right? Now say it's around Kaiser, Walmart, whatever it may be. Now, when they develop these big businesses, they need employees to come live and work there. So guess what? When a developer sees my land, they say, Jeff, and say I had the land for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, right? Now they like, oh, Jeff, I need to buy that land that you got. Okay. I'll give you 1.5 million for that land, because they know why. It's the value of that land is way more valuable because of what all got built around the land. You understand? If there's a Walmart there, Kaiser, this, that, and the third, people have to move there. So the developer needs that land to build on to accommodate the people that are coming in. I'll make it even more simpler. Say you bought it for 40,000, and they just and then 2-3 years they only want to they're gonna buy for 160,000. You just 4 times the money that you paid for that land, and they paid 160,000 for it. Guess what? You can take the 160,000 and go buy 3 more land for 40,000, and then pocket 40,000 if you want to. This is what we're doing, and this is what you have access to that the expert is going to help you do. Once it's time to sell the land, they're going to say, Jeff, we got an offer. Do you want to accept this offer or not? Like I said, this is this is the most powerful program I've been a part of in my life, guys. We literally are mastering and unlocking the money game because we have experts that are doing it for us. That's like saying I want to be a poker player, but I don't want to learn it. I can hire the poker player to do what he does best, and when he makes his earnings, I get paid. I get my earnings too. That's what we're saying here. It's bigger than just living a regular life. You get to see your money grow, and you can breathe above the bills this time, guys. Instead of working to pay bills, you're gonna work to pay bills. You're gonna get it down here, and guess what? You can breathe now because you're now above inflation. You eliminated the taxes. You done got rid of your debt with the equity max, because we should have limit your debt in half the time. Okay. And now you are having income that can keep up with the inflation of business. And this is how it happens. So we're going to show you how to take your business income and put it into your investment, which is the private reserve account. Now, as an investor, you're taxed 15%. So remember, you was making $100,000 a year. Now, because you're in the investor tax bracket, you only got to pay $15,000 or less a year. So here's how your investment will work. Your money works. Your money gives you a return on investment, and then your money starts making even more money for you. Okay, that's what we call capital gains, dividends, and how are we going to do it? By investing in who? Your business, aka which is yourself. Okay. Now we went over the 4 challenges, the 3 solutions, which is cash flow, business income, and investment income. Okay. And here's your 2 financial objectives. It's basically this: your current lifestyle and your future lifestyle. Because right now your current lifestyle is matched up by labor. Your current lifestyle is actually from the labor you put in. But the goal is to have your current lifestyle fund your future lifestyle, where your investments are covering all your bills and covering everything that you would do from this point on. That's the 2 objectives that we helping you achieve when we eliminate those 4 challenges. Okay. And here's the one company that's doing it: MWR Financial. Okay. Like I said, here's the services: Money Max. This is what we help the experts help you minimize your taxes. Okay, by showing you how to get instant pay rate on your job. Then we got Credit Max, which is credit restoration. We don't fix your credit; we restore your credit, or we help you establish new credit the right way. The experts do it. Okay. Then we have Equity Max, where we help you eliminate debt. We have a software that you put all your bills, everything you have, and on the 28th day, it's going to give you a printout of exactly what you need to pay off. It's called a rollout. Okay, so it gives you exactly what all your bills are, how much they are, and mind you, you ain't got to pay no extra to get this thing done. What's going to happen is, say you got a bill, a cell phone bill, and then your mortgage bill. But they say as you're paying off these bills in order, once you paid off your cell phone bill and the phone is free and clear, whatever it may be, you take that money that you pay for your cell phone bill and add it to your mortgage bill, right? Or whatever, your cable bill. Then you do that, you show you how to eliminate your debt from a rollout platform. Okay, we roll it down where once you eliminate a bill, you don't just keep the money and pocket it. You take that money, you add it to the next bills until all the bills that you added to are now eliminated. And then once we eliminate your bills, we show you how to actually get to the $1 million mark where your money is compounding at that level. Then we have Wealth Max. That's the asset creation. Okay, where we have experts once again. So Wealth Max, like I said, those were the experts that help show you how to become your own bank. All right, show you how to become your own bank. While I show you how to eliminate access land too, where you get to own land 20-40% below market value and have your money grow like the wealthy grow their money. Okay, so now as I wrap it up, guys, normally there's 3 types of people that would say after seeing this, they have this. These are 3 types of people. So I want you to type in the box or type in the message, which one are you? All right. Number 3 person says, you know what, Jeff, that was a great presentation. Or, I just don't see it right now. I got too much going on. I just got to just take care of these bills. And I mean, I know they can take money on my check and all that stuff, but I'm good right now. If you're a 3, we want to thank you for coming out and rocking with me and Ontarian, but you're free to go. Hopefully you see you next time. And maybe it's different for you. But if you're a 3, phenomenal. Thank you for showing up with us, and we'll see you next time. Now, number 2 say, you know what, Jeff? I love the service. I want to get my income up. I want the expert to work on my take home pay and increase my take home pay. I want them to work on my credit. I want the services. I like the service. I think the service is awesome right now. Then if that's you, guess what? You ain't got to pay $228 to get started today. All you gotta do is pay $79. It covers both you and your spouse. All right, and it's $79 there a month. Okay, so get with Ontario or get whoever shared this live with you and say I'm ready to be a number 2. I can go ahead and I want to get these services. Now, if you're number 1, like myself and Ontario, and many of you that's probably on this live right now, say, you know what? It's time for me to invest in myself to get the best life, to live the best life for myself and my family. I got $228. That's nothing. I'm going to invest it in myself. I want to increase my income more than just my job. I want to restore my credit. I want to eliminate debt. I want to maximize my dollars because I need that business income, and I want that investment income working on my behalf. I'm ready to invest in myself and make this the best Christmas present to me before 2020 hits. Because with this, I now can literally control my income. I don't have to worry about paying stressing over the bills anymore. I'm ready to make this financial decision to impact my life for real. I'm tired of living check to check. I'm tired of living Friday to Monday, and I got a loan $20 for gas on Tuesday to pay you back on Friday. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of government owning my life. I'm ready to get my life back, become a big business so that people can start spending money with me on the holidays instead of me spending money with them on the holidays. Because I promise you now, when you partner with us and you follow the blueprint, we are building a big business that we're going to leverage and have our investment income grow even bigger. So if you're number 1, I want you to type of chat number 1, get with Ontario. Let's get started tonight so we can show you exactly how to unlock the experts that's going to help you win the money game. So this is all I got right now, y'all. I'm telling you, if you've got any questions for me, you can get up, get on here and ask me. But guys, please make a decision to change your life. I'm talking about in real life. It took me a year from working Uber, 4 years. Think about that, y'all. 4 years, nowhere near millionaire, nowhere near relieving the bills from my household. I was still struggling after 4 years, still struggling to pay the bills. But when in 1 year, I'm making a decision to say, you know what I got to lose, man? What am I doing right now that if I don't make it, they paying it? If this company says, when I unlock these levels, if I don't make it, they pay it, then I want in. And when I did that, my life forever changed. In 1 year, I now don't worry about my bills. I now live above the bills so I can start planning my life. I get to plan my life, y'all. I get to plan where I want to go. I get to plan what to do with the extra money that I'm not spending on bills. When I say this feels so great, this feeling is so great. I want more of you guys to experience what we're experiencing. And it's not just me. So, like I said, if you're willing to join us, let's get it started. Ontario, you have anything you want to ask me?
Well, Jeff, I want to first say, brother, powerful, man. You unveiled some things for me there. I was like, wow, that just, I mean, bro, that was fire. And if anyone's watching this right now on live or you're on this panel, you have a heartbeat. You should be lit up inside. A fire should have been lit inside of you. If not, something's very wrong, okay? Something's very wrong. I'm fired up. Hopefully, I know you can hear it in my voice. Guys, listen to me. Listen to me. First, well, let me just do this. Let me ask the question to the audience. We gave you the numbers, okay? I'm going to ask you this. If everything you just heard tonight gave you, like, fired you up and it all made sense, drop a number 7 in the chat. Drop a number 7 in the chat or drop a number 7 in the comments if you're on Facebook. If all this made sense and you're just like, you're just wow. You got a wow factor. Like, he's right. The money game. It is a game, guys. Your job, unfortunately, okay, I'm going to say this, and I got to be real with you guys. Your job it's a money game. If you an employee, I don't care what field you're in, they're profiting off of you. Okay? It's time, guys, look. It is time for you to make a decision. Okay? I can't get I can't say it even more blunt. It is time to make a decision. It's time to stop playing patty cake with your circumstances that you're tired of. Many of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Make a decision. Step out on faith. You know, as entrepreneurs, we do something very special, and God has given us every one of us the ability to do this. We have the ability to create. The most beautiful thing in the world, we have the ability to procreate. That is beautiful, to create another human being. But when you're able to create also wealth and anything you put your mind to, think of Grow Rich, think about Napoleon Hill. That is powerful. And your only limitation is the person that you look at every day in the mirror. Go figure. That's your only limitation. You got to think beyond what you can see. It takes faith, guys. So I'm lit up because I want you to make an educated decision. If I didn't know Jeff, and I was a cold prospect, I was like, man, let me just go look at this presentation. I just got off of work. I'm tired, but I'm gonna look at this presentation. I'm going to be running to my bank card and joining right now because it's logic. This stuff is logical stuff that no one is going to even tell you. You're not going to learn this in school, guaranteed. Okay, you're not going to learn on your job, of course. Your parents are probably not educated on this because remember, generations of all this stuff has been passed down. So who is going to break the generational curse? Are you going to break the generational curse? Right? If you don't break the generational curse, guess what? Your kids are not going to break the generational curse. Who's going to do it? You got to step in and make a decision. Okay? So guys.
Ontarian.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I got to share this last bit with you guys.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Yes, sir.
For those who may be like, this is great, but I 228, I got to, for those who are, they say they want to do it, but they don't got the 228, or they're scared to give it up, let me ask you a question right now. First of all, 228 is going to go somewhere anyway. You're going to spend that anyway. It's going to be gone. It's going to be spent anyway, right? But let me ask you a question. This would really took it home for me. How many of you guys fly or been on an airplane? If you've been on an airplane, type of 8. For all who've been on an airplane. Now, you've been on an airplane. Do you know the pilot or the co-pilot? Do you know their name? Do you know if they was drinking this morning because they were stressed out with life? Do you know if they got health issues? Do you know anything about the pilot and the co-pilot? 9 times out of 10, you don't. But you get on that plane anyway, and you allow these 2 people to take you 25,000 feet in the air, and they got your life in their hands. So you give these 2 people that you don't know nothing about, you ain't ask about them, Pray about it, make a decision, say, oh my God, I hope this person is right before I get on this plane. But you jump on that plane and allow these two people to take you 25,000 feet in the air, and they got your life in your hands. But when we share with you an opportunity to change your life for the rest of your life, you got to think about, pray about, ask about people that don't know nothing about this business. Ask them, what should you do to release 228 into you to build a better future for you?
Preach it.
Once I understood that, I said, I have no qualms with releasing this money to the universe to give me back what I prayed about. You ask for it, here is the blessing, or here is the opportunity, and you want to hesitate on receiving it because you want to go pray some more. You want to ask somebody who's not done it if this is something you should do. But you'll give your life to the hands of two people that don't know you, don't care about you, can care less, as well as you don't know them. But they got your life in your hands, and you ain't asking no kind of questions. So this is when you make that decision and say, you know what, Jeff, you 1,000,000,000% right. If I ain't asked this pilot for his credentials, you don't even know if he's even licensed or not. He could have just went through customs because he knows everybody there and they cool and like him. Hey, Roger, you're cool, but don't know that this man got fired or not. Or he may want to take the plane up and then go because he's stressed out in life. It's time to make a decision for you once in life. And the people that got money, you love to make more money. This is leverage. Everybody understand leverage when it comes to the physical. Like if I got a table right here and I got 3 dudes right with me, and they're like, you just need help? Like, no, I got this. I'm gonna struggle to carry this table to the car when I can have help, which is leverage. But when it comes to your financial solution, you don't understand leverage. You rather work hours and hours to make money instead of leveraging people to help you make money with them. It's like having a job. If your job said, hey guys, we're hiring, and everybody that we hire, once they get paid, you get paid 25% check match on their stuff. How many people would you be hiring at your job? Keisha, we hiring. You need to get here. You ain't working. You need a job. You be trying to say everybody and their mother to get to your job because they're hiring, because everybody that you get that joins or that get hired by that company, they're going to give you a check match when they get paid their checks. That's what we're doing here. We're using the power of leverage by just taking a 228 and investing in ourselves to get options of leveraging ourselves. I'm in 20 countries and I don't live in one, but my team is everywhere, guys. And they're building it for them. They're not building it for me. You got to understand leverage. So like I said, I'm excited for everybody that says yes and they're going to get started today, because now you ain't got to worry about how you're going to pay the bills next year, because you got a blueprint and you got access to experts that are going to help you achieve those goals. So Ontarian, I hope they understood what I just said with the pilot thing.
Bro, that's right on point. Guys, I'm going to go through the numbers again, Jeff. If you're here, that means you're either number what, 2 or 3, Jeff? So if you see yourself,
if you're here, you're either 2 or 1.
2 or 1. And number 1 is customer.
No, number 1 is I'm number 1. I'm all in. I'm number 1. I'm ready to go all in.
All in. Type in number 1, guys, in the chat or on the panel if you're number 1. Go ahead, type it now on the panel or in the chat or on Facebook. Type in number 1 if you're all in. See some ones coming in. Number 2, Jeff, is what's number 2?
They want to be a customer, or they got some questions before they didn't want to be a customer and then they use the services.
Number 2, you want to be a customer. You want to just tap into the services for now. Type in number 2 in the chat. Type in number 2 in the chat, or you can type it on Facebook. And with that said, does anyone have, we got a little time left. Anyone have any specific questions so far? Any specific questions before we end this? Any questions? You can type it in the chat, or if you're on Facebook, you can also type it in the comment section. We got some ones.
And congratulations to all the ones, man. I'm
Yes.
super excited and I'm fired up to work with y'all because y'all are a part of the Trillionaire Elite. Let me show you, let me cast a vision for what we do here. Once we all increase our incomes, we're going to start owning luxury Airbnbs because I control a lot of, I just put like this, I have access to a lot of things that we'll be able to do. So the vision for Trillionaire Elite is one vision is as we own luxury Airbnbs together, but because we don't own real estate, we're gonna control it. That's what the real wealthy do.
That's
See,
right.
that's what they really do. They control things. You don't believe me? Every top billion-dollar company don't own a single thing, but they control everything. Uber don't own a single car, but controls every single car. Amazon don't own all the products on Amazon, but control what goes on in Amazon. Now they got their own products, but they started out by controlling other people's property. So understand right now, those who said yes, congratulations to you guys. We're gonna have the as you come into the luxury Airbnb, when they come to visit, they're gonna have the Ontarian room. So in Ontarion's room, you got a flavor at Ontarian. They're gonna have the Charles room, right? They're gonna have the Ann room. They're gonna have the Tim room in these luxury Airbnbs. I'm telling you guys, we'll have our names on properties outside of this thing because we said yes to this vision. And when they go by, they're going to walk by the Tim building. This is how we're going to do it, guys. This is a small glimpse of our vision for the team here in this company. So we're super excited you partner with us because this is just the beginning. And we're going to educate so many people on this financial wealth and how to play the game to win. So I'm sorry, Terry, I'm just so fired up with the ones that's saying yes because I know what's in store for them.
No need to apologize, brother. This is vital. All of this information we're sharing is imperative. Is need to be heard, and we just gotta, this has woke some people up. I know it for sure, and it's going to be a great year for sure. So all you ones, Charles and Tim, get with me. You guys know where to find me. You can find me on Facebook. You can email me, text me, whatever you want to do. Get with me and we'll get you started. Everyone else that's going to look at this video, because this video is going to definitely go viral here. Get back to the person that shared it with you, okay? Get back to the person that shared it with you, and let's make it happen in 2020, guys. All right? Jeff, thank you, brother. You broke down some barriers tonight. I
appreciate you having me on once again. That's my mission. Once I received it, it's my duty now to give it. I went from being that struggling person, and in a year's time, I'm on the other side of the fence. I was able to literally see high interest rate of not having income and having credit, and my debt was high. To 1 year later, my interest rate is super low because my income's up, because my credit's up, because my debts are starting to become down, and now I've got investment income. This is what we need to be telling everybody, churches, schools. This is the teaching that we need to be teaching our people, period. Because at the end of the day, we perish from lack of knowledge.
That's right.
And we really perish when we don't apply it once we have the knowledge.
That's the detrimental blow right there. Having the knowledge and not executing. So ladies and gentlemen, you got the knowledge, you have everything, and if you came on late, you can watch the replay. But let's get busy, okay? 2020 is your year of transformation in all areas, especially financially. But we're gonna say all areas, and we need the whole circle. This is for your family. Don't just think about yourself. Think about your family, okay, breaking that generational curse, and then think about, okay, now I can create a domino effect to bless somebody else. When you think of it like that on a bigger scale, it really starts to make a lot of sense, okay? So guys, again, thank you so much for coming on. Oh, my camera. There we go. I'm back, guys. Took my glasses off. I got excited. So I'm back. So again, thank you guys for coming on. Jeff, again, brother. I couldn't have said it better, bro. This video again is going to go viral, guys. I'm going to put this video on YouTube. Let's get started. Let's make 2020 a year that you will never forget. All right. So, guys, God bless. Enjoy the rest of your week and your holidays, and we'll talk to you soon. God bless. Take care. Peace out.
Hustle. Activate your hustle, y'all.
Activate your hustle today. Let's go.
Today.
All right, guys. Take care.